Hey guys, welcome to my first video of Entitled Parents. I am Urban Reddit, and this is Entitled Parents Reddit Reads. Today this one's called Entitledkis stabs me in the arm with a knife. So, a bit of background: 2 kids, 9 entitled daughter and 10 entitled son, I expect. In my neighbourhood were homeschooled. They also had a very religious parents who were convinced they could do no wrong. The children were generally very annoying and entitled due to their isolation from society from homeschooling. So anyway, one day me and my younger brother, 8B, were playing in our front garden, just running around like the children we are. I was about 12, so slightly older than anyone else in this story. So we were playing happily when entitled kids come out of the house and over to our lawn. What are you losers doing? We're playing. Well, I bet you're not even good at that game. My brother is the fastest boy I know, probably because there's no one else. I swear the only time they left their house was for church every Sunday. No, my brother is the best runner. Thanks, little bro. He then challenges me to a race to the end of our neighbourhood. First one there wins. Okay, fair. Go! I easily start catching him, and I'm about to pass him about halfway down the road when he reaches into his pocket and, no joke, pulls out a pocket knife. He then proceeds to stab me in the arm. Stab me in the arm? Really? As I am running, I of course yell out in pain and stop running with the knife still sticking out my arm. On the verge of tears, I get up and walk back to my house, clenching my arm, now bleeding quite a lot. The ED taunts me about losing the race. ES cheering, titled son I think, cheering and shouting from the other end of the street. As I go inside my house to get my mum, my arm on my left side of my jumper now completely red. It was quite deep. He had really gone for the kill. She is just in the kitchen right next to the front door, so quickly came to see me repainting the floor. She immediately asked what happened after running to get her first aid kit. She is a primary school teacher, so is trained in first aid. I explained through tears as it is really effing hurt. She goes outside to confront the entitled son, who has now cornered my brother and is taunting him along with entitled daughter about how slow his brother is. Brother is now crying also. My mum is furious. Holding back punches, she yells at the entitled son for a full 5 seconds before violence before the neighbour's door bursts open and out orders entitled mother. What the F do you think you're doing, yelling to my son? Your son just stabbed my son. What the heck is he going to do with a knife? Well, that's his pocket knife, as he got for his birthday. Where have you put it? Confused but still angry. What? I said, where have you hidden my son's knife? That's his property, and I demand you give it him back right now, or I will call the police. My mum stunned into silence for a few seconds, during which I left the house, as I have now bled through the bandage she had quickly put on, and I am feeling faint. There it is, give it back, you little crap. She noticed a knife poking out my arm, which my mum had left in, as not to make the wound any bigger. The entitled mother then stormed past my mum and yanked it out my arm, along with a small chunk of flesh. Oh, that's really gotta hurt. Oh man. At this point, I lost consciousness, as I had lost quite a bit of blood, and the pain from the flesh being ripped was the final straw. After that, I'm told my mum called 999, while the entitled mother and entitled kid ran inside the house and locked the door. I was taken to the hospital, where I was given a blood transfusion and the property banged up. Turns out to be a major vein, and my arm had been cut, so it was pretty bad. That's really bad, really bad. In the end, entitled son and entitled daughter were put in foster care. After CPS looked into their homeschooling, entitled mother ended up serving time in prison. My mum did not press any charges, as her presence in the church and primary school had given her a kind heart for children with poor parents. I recovered pretty quickly and got a nice school scar to show my friends. Edit. Thanks for the support. My karma level looks like measles outbreak in a anti-vaxxer town. Love you all, and Silver What an honour. Thank you very much for an anonymous user. Although you can keep your secrets then. Next stop, Roycey here. How can an entitled mother give her son a knife, and how can he think he's entitled so much to stab somebody just because he is actually losing a race? I hope that mother gets locked up for life, man, I really do. Anyway, on to the next one. This one is actually called EP Tries to Steal My Baby. Okay, well, so didn't try to steal her per se. So I'm a 19-year-old girl and have a 7-month-old son. Not uncommon, but still usually gets mistaken for my brother, child I am babysitting. I took him to a soft play area nearby on my own, and we were having a great time. He was playing with the blocks and just having fun. A woman came in who had 2 girls around 6 to 8 and sat near me and my son. At this point my son starts to cry. He was hungry, and the entitled mother turns to me and asks if his mum is around, to which I tell her I am his mum. She looks shocked and then says, "Do you know what's wrong with him?" "Yes." "He'll be hungry." "Do you know how to feed him?" I was completely shocked by this time. Even if I was babysitting, I would know how to feed him. Plus he is 7 months old, so I think I would have fed him at least once before. I didn't say anything and just pulled out his bottle and fed him in my arms. Since there was a lot of things going on around us, he was very distracted and would move away from the bottle to look at something and then cry because he had no bottle. Very frustrating. He then says, "Can I feed him for you?" At this point I'm just screaming what the F repeatedly in my head. I politely declined and told her I can cope being a single mother. I'm not a single mother, but my boyfriend was at work. I couldn't believe what she was saying and got ready to leave. I picked my baby up and put him in the pram. He was screaming as his feed has now been disturbed. I gathered our things. We were on the floor right by the pram. As I turned around, the woman was unstrapping my son in an attempt to take him. Really? I full on screamed at her to stop, and imploring saw what happened and ran over immediately and asked her to leave. She refused as her 2 kids were playing and she didn't want to stop them. I said it was fine and I'd leave instead. I just want to get home again. I was so incredibly scared of what had just happened, even though I'm fairly secure. She just wanted to help. Haven't been back there since. My baby was being fussy at a soft play area. Entitled mother wanted to feed him because I'm too young to know what to do. Said no. She got abusive. I put my son in the pram and then bent down to gather our things to find her unstrapping him. Wow. This really is an over-the-top entitled mother. What gives her the right to actually take somebody else's baby? And my microphone ain't working apparently. Oh, it is. Sorry about that, guys. I thought my microphone ain't working. But yeah, what actually gives the mother entitlement to take her child out of a pram that doesn't even belong to them? This world is a scary world we live in. Just to think that, people are so entitled that they can take other people's children. And I hope she got the police involved. I really do. That is kidnapping in its form. Anyway, guys, so that was 2 videos right out there. The next video will be a little bit longer, but if you enjoyed the video, then please do leave a like. If you'd like to see more, then don't forget to comment and subscribe. Until then, I shall see you all in the next video. Bye bye.